show me how I will search my country and how I could improve my passport. How can I use this tool?
The first thing that we did when we came up with this idea of creating a passport index was to build a prototype. So we did it internally using our own team of developers and designers and so on. Was a team effort to build up the prototype. So we added some data. We had not so many parameters or not so accurate methodology as Roberto did, but we came up with the prototype just to see how we could do this. And one thing that we did after Roberto and Vlad started to create the methodology was to reach out for a very experienced UX designer to help us to build this platform, because we knew that of course having the data only was not the only thing that we could do at the end. Was to give the user the best experience, and in order to see all the data that we have. So the first thing was to create a very light, easy website, very clean website for the user to navigate, to have all information available, but in different layers, of course. The first layer is just the easiest layer that you can compare and see the positions and the actual rankings for each one of the passport. And we started to adapt functionalities to the website, like the search country that you can even scroll down to the full list, or you can just type something like, let's say, Brazil. One of my passports is ranking here, so it scrolls down directly to Brazil, and you can see Brazil, or you can, if you want to compare passports for a certain continent, you can just select and see how Brazil ranks on the Americas, and here you can see that Brazil is fourth on Americas. The same for each ranking. You have the same tool for each ranking. Here you can either search by country or filter by continent, or you can, as you do in an Excel spreadsheet or any kind of table, you can sort the tables here just by clicking on the label. So if you want to sort by the score, or by visa country access, or by country name alphabetically, or by the index itself, you can do this just clicking on the labels on the top of each table. And of course, you have a detailed country page. If you click on the country, you can directly access all the country details and see all the data in detail. You see here you have the enhanced mobility, so you can see how many countries you get access to, how many of them, and which one of them are free access, electronic visa, and so on. Or highlight the country on the map and see what is the status. And the same for the investment index here. Here's the score. If you hover here, there's a tooltip that shows you how it was calculated. And here are the parameters, all in detail as well.
Well, it's a very comprehensive page.
Yeah, and the same for quality of life. So you can take a lot of time here, just look into to the parameters in detail, and you can even download everything or share if you want.
And then go all the way there to the top.
Yeah, if we go back to the top here, have two very comprehensive tools. One is to compare the passports. So you can get access to this page and create your own list comparing the passports. And here you can see in more depth the parameters. So you can select as many countries as you want, like United States here as well. And you can see access, income, tax, markets, innovation, cost of living. There are only certain parameters here. There are not all of them, because otherwise it would be too much crowded, but the main ones are here. And at the end, of course, we created this improve your passport button here, which gives you access to contact us, because of course we are a citizenship by investment and residence by investment consultancy firm. So a lot of people are interested in this. It's getting more and more popular every day. A lot of countries, they have citizenship and residence by investment programs, and that you can actually, it's common knowledge to say that you can buy a passport, which is not some, you can't do that. But there's a lot of Google searches for, hey, how can I buy a passport? Actually, you can invest in a country and you can get either residency or citizenship. So there you have it.
Okay, so that's how you make the Global Passport Index relevant to the world of citizenship by investment and residency by investment. It's showing not only passport powers, but the different varieties of tax benefits or investment overview, quality of life, or simply visa-free access to desired or undesired countries. I don't know if that's such I should say that, but yeah, let's say desired countries. I think it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I mean, we could have created just the global passport index at the end of the day, and combine all the rankings, of course, in the background, and just show a final result. But we want to give the users the option to choose what kind of rankings they want, according to their best interest. So now when a client comes to us and say, hey, what's the most, I read in some article that this is the most powerful passport in the world, or that, and they say, oh, check out on our ranking, and you can decide yourself. It's up to you. I mean, we have a global ranking that's ranking combining different factors. But if it's up to you to decide if you want a passport to become an investor or to live as an expat in that country or to retire, or even if it's just for travel. So it's up to you to decide.
Yeah. Wow. This is amazing. Excellent. We're reaching the end of our podcast. I think, there's so much information there that we could definitely have 2 or 3 episodes just on the passport index. So each index could be, has enough information, enough meat for one podcast only. So I'm really glad you were all very concise and you put all this information here and were able to share with our viewers. Is there anything you would like to highlight about the Global Passport Index?
Just go there, access passportindex.global, and have fun. Explore it and go through the rankings, search for a country, compare. And if you want to have another passport to invest in a citizenship, you can contact us.
I'll certainly do. Dr. Roberto, thank you very much for joining us today, directly from Bahia in Brazil.
Thank you. To me, it has been a great joy to work in this project. I knew NECA already and knew Vlad, and it was wonderful to work with the Global Citizen Solutions team on developing this. Not only their early prototype that NECA mentioned was a very advanced, very, very good head start on which we only had to improve upon. So it was very easy to work with your team. It was very good. And in the end, the website that was made, I kept coming back and looking. It's nice to see the methodology that we thought that is naturally
you must be very proud.
Sorry?
You must be very proud.
Yes. And it's nice because we do methodology which are dry, ugly things, and then we see that as this nice, hopefully very useful website is a very nice thing to see. And as I said, I hope this helps a lot of people. Now we have more use of telework and more opportunities of telework. Perhaps people there looking to work remotely would use that as a way of choosing where they're gonna move to.
Great.
We do actually have a lot of Excel spreadsheets, but they are not so fun and entertaining as the final platform.
Yeah, I know. But there's one thing, sorry, that we forgot to mention here, is that the Passport Index is a platform not only for users looking to invest in citizenship or the curious person looking to find out what's going on with their passport, but it's also an excellent source for journalists who are writing stories about countries, passports, traveling or shifting movements, such as like number of migrants from the US. US has the best passport in the world. It's the hottest passport in the world, according to the World Passport Index, the Global Passport Index. But still, we see a great number of US citizens investing in citizenship by investment. So it's a good tool for journalists to invest and spend time learning more about this amazing methodology.
Yes, and hopefully we're going to keep this updated because, of course, we are relying on a lot of different data sources. So as soon as one of those sources it's updated, we're going to update the passport index as well, hopefully each quarter, and see the changes, see how it changes.
Looking forward to see that. That will be our next podcast. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you, Neka.
Thank you very much.
It was great having you here. And for you guys, please remember to hit like, subscribe to our channel so you can get updates on our video podcast. Thank you.